Alright, so let's go into offline mode just to check things out.
This is Dr. Alex Greengold.
Okay, so it looks like we have some sort of update on the class, it was saying. But that might just be a glitch. It tends to do that when it actually means weapons. Okay, so it looks like our tier 1 pistol has an upgrade for blue points. Thank God I have 15,490 of those babies to spend. So let's check it out. So it looks like the main difference between those two is going to be the penetration is going to be up by 2. A little less accurate. Just by 1 point. That's not much of a trade-off. Oh, whoops, I'm comparing the wrong one. It's got more power. Same accuracy. Less handling. Maybe that penetration is going to be really nice. The only thing I think you're going to want to be careful with that is if you're used to shooting zombies with the pistol and there's a gas tank or something behind them or a car alarm, it's going to go through them and hit the car, so be careful. Now, it looks like it does have a perk, Bounty Hunter. This weapon deals 50% more damage to special zombies. I mean, that always comes in handy right off the bat, especially in the beginning. So, especially if you're trying to headshot a lurker or something and you're silent. It's a nice upgrade to have. Now, the machine pistol has been one we've seen videos of, and everything looks like so far it's going to be unlocked with challenge coins. So the machine pistol, the big difference between that one and the final silenced one is going to be more power, less accuracy, probably because it's fully automatic, and a very, very upgraded fire rate. Still no penetration on it. So this one will be good for gunslingers, I'm guessing, for getting headshots. Now let's check out the perk, refreshing kills. This is a gunslinger weapon. Not only if you combine this with the perk to increase your pistol damage, which the machine pistol is a very commonly found item, this would just work well to cancel out that other perk that you have to equip, which is, can't remember the name of the perk, but it's the second, well, it's the top one in the very, very middle, but it basically does the same thing. So this is going to be an awesome one to try out. Another variant of the classic battle rifle. So doesn't look like it's got any sort of perk. It's silenced. Let's compare it between the one you unlock. So this one does not have any sort of penetration on it, which is kind of a shame. Fire rate's the same, but the power is intense. Now it looks like the fire rate's been dropped by 2 points. It's been increased in accuracy and power. So that means they basically made this classic battle rifle just a really powerful weapon with a slower rate of fire. So this still could have a lot of good potential, especially for taking out things like bulls and spitters. We'll just have to see. Haven't bought it yet. I mean, tried it yet, but I'll have enough money to buy everything they throw at me today. So the battle rifle, which is also a good gun. Okay, so compared to the 5th tier one, it does less damage, less accurate. This one handles better, got a faster fire rate, that's awesome. So basically this one just got a faster fire rate. The clip size has been increased by 10. Definitely gonna enjoy trying that one out, especially just having more rounds in the clip. And we have an upgraded Thumper. Nice little fire decal on there. Oh, one last thing I should check in the battle rifle. There's no perk. Okay. So the grenade launcher. We have incendiary grenades, which we saw videos of this on Facebook. I do believe this one's going to essentially be the same as the other one, except you're going to have a fire incendiary burst on the ground, which will be really helpful. This will be good. Not only are Thumpers great at killing special infected, but this could create mini fire barriers for you and be a huge game changer for somebody. Again, I think the Thumper is a wonderful weapon for the gunslinger, especially if you have that perk where you switch weapons really fast and do 50% more damage for 3 seconds, and then you have it set so your grenades to kill more zombies. Your Thumper is going to be even more powerful in the gunslinger's hands. A lot of these guns are just going to be really good with the gunslinger, to be honest, especially the machine pistol and the grenade launcher. So that looks like that's all the guns. Let's go check out what it gave us for costumes. So let's check it out. Let me remember. Daniel. Now it looks like this is going to be stuff that you get through the DLC. If this is anything like the last one they put out, it's not available yet. So, we can look at their costumes as of now. This is Daniel's costume. A big change from his hat. He goes from looking like he's about to bake you the best cake you've ever had, to looking like he's about to steal your girl. But when I click on it at this current point in time, this content cannot be selected at this time. I'm not surprised by that. It's a very common theme that they seem to do when they put new stuff out. So it will be available. It's probably just going to take a few hours, or it might be even tomorrow. Arnetta's costume, it actually looks pretty sweet. The sneakers makes the sneakers look even better. I think her costume is probably one of the better ones that we've seen come out on a character, because these two are just the same exact costume essentially. Next we have Oksana, which I know the same thing's going to happen when I click on her. This just pushes the fact that she was meant to be a medic, which if you read in her biography, I believe she was trying to be in the medical field, but let's see, who do we have next? Is it Hiroge? No. Now this one, he is sweet. He just straight up looks like a samurai. It still kind of looks like the first costume, and this almost leads you to believe that if this dude dies, he's going to become a bomber. Just because of it, what's strapped to his chest, it almost looks like some explosives. Although I wouldn't recognize C4 if I saw it in real life, but once again, if I click on it, still get the content, cannot be selected at this time. So next we're going to go to Twitter, and we're going to check out, I'm going to read off hopefully some of what the patch notes are if they release that. So let's take a look. Give me just a sec. Okay, so I found the patch notes. Let's see if I can copy and paste it and put it in the comments. Well, anyways, go to their Twitter page. It's their most recent post. So main thing we're looking at, the crossplay update is now available on both PC and Xbox, which I'm not surprised. They're just they're parent companies of each other, so it just makes sense that having PS4 crossplay is Something that I haven't heard of in any other game, so it's me personally. I could be wrong. So this is a big question mark. A new mission objective has also been added. In every mission, a virus sample canister will spawn in various locations, which the player must loot and bring to the end of the mission. They can also be looted from a bomber if it's taken down correctly. The longer you hold onto the virus sample, the more negative effects it applies to you, so make sure you hurry. Interesting. We'll have to see what that actually does. Hopefully we run into that today. Horde mode, mainly balancing tweaks based on your feedback. More XP and currency rewards, fewer special zombies in normal mode, and a long list of further changes below. 5 new weapon variants with their unique perks. Yep. Alright, this is some of the bigger news. There's a new location with 3 missions and new characters. We'll have more to share on this topic soon, which for them to say soon could mean who knows what. But at least we know that we have a new location with 3 new missions, so. I'm going to read through these patch notes and just kind of go over some of them. So basically, if you finish with the virus, you get increased rewards. They'll spawn in-game, but and the bombers will also drop them. Horde mode. They reduce the difficulty slightly in hard mode. Significantly reduce difficulty in normal mode, with less special zombies. More time to prepare in normal mode by 20%. Supply points scale down later in normal mode. Auto turrets have more ammo. Capped by 10 the amount of auto turrets that can be placed simultaneously. Fix some of the shots not spawning. Reduced ammo crate cost by 30. Secondary weapons don't drain as much ammo from the boxes. This is all in Horde mode. And they've increased XP and currency rewards. Difficulty. They tweak extreme difficulty settings to restore pre-patch balance. Yes! That's awesome. AI director will spawn less secondary weapon pickups. That's good. They basically reworked the bomber now to where he drops better primary and heavy weapons when killed. Fixed several issues with perk stacking. Minor UI localization fixes. Not sure what UI means, but they said they fixed several gameplay crashes. We'll see if that smoke screen is actually fixed. They fixed the issue that allowed players to clip through geometry in some places. That's good. Get rid of those damn glitches. Fix some gameplay bugs that were causing inability to progress in the levels. There are some PC specific fixes, but we're not going to cover that. So, we're going to see who's online. Actually, let's go in offline mode. Let's give a map a try. And let's see if we can find some of these exclusive items. First thing I'm going to check out, actually, is going to be the damage done by the zombies. Let's see how much damage they actually do. if they actually fixed how much damage you can take. If that's the case, to be honest, my solo run videos are going to be much more doable just by the general, like just by people in general, because before the patch you could take a lot more damage before you went down. So if that's the case, not a lot more, but enough. Like it took, I think, like 8 hits to get down. So I'm actually going to kill the bots. I should have just turned them off, but I'm going to kill the bots.
Out of gas! I'm pulling over!
And then just see
We'll grab some diesel and get
how many
back
hits
here.
I can take.
Boat has a 10,000-gallon tank, ain't you? You hauling that back?
If I'm not moving right away, I'm just grabbing something to drink.
So, what are we doing?
Can't see shit from here.
Let's just find high ground and see what we got.
Alright,
Through
so
the train cars.
first off, let's kill these bots. I got my new pistol.
Ah! Friendly fire!
Well, let's check out the penetration.
Who the hell? One of ours is down. I need help.
Alright, so they won't be a bother anymore.
Come on now,
Somebody
Creep. I
help!
know your ass is there.
More damage to special infected. Let's
Keep the
see
noise
it.
down.
I'm down.
Creeper taken out.
That killed that lurker pretty quick. Definitely recommend that pistol. Wow. Was that like 2 shots? I don't even think I hit him in the head. I may have.
It's worse than the city.
Let's keep going with this new pistol.
We got a chopper!
It's crossing over the river.
Helicopter's making a landing on that building across the river.
Pads our ticket out of here. Head for the bridge.
Yeah!
It's like 2 shots on the lurker to kill him. 2, 3 shots.
Come on, just give me something.
They actually put a body here by the breach spawn. Oh, I got a virus sample.
Alleyway, over here.
Okay, so I'm not noticing any ill effects
Oh, we
as
didn't
of
give a
yet.
shit about us in Manhattan. Why would they care now?
Unless you got a better plan. Shut up.
Woo! Creeper taken
Like
out.
even my voice cracks so bad there. Even shots to the leg. It's impressive. Oh, I love this slasher. So far, no ill effects from the virus.
Up into that building.
There's 1 hit.
Yeah, let's
Stay down, creep.
2. That's hard to judge with the melee. So yeah, there's definitely a huge difference between how much damage you can take. I got hit, and it barely took out half. Now I was meleeing. Let's see if I can get hit by just a normal zombie.
Woo! Creeper taken out. Get up those stairs.
Place is falling apart. Watch your step.
I'm hurting bad. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you definitely take a lot less damage. I went from about just over 1 bar to just over half a bar, so that would be like 1 hit. I want to say you're probably going to be able to take anywhere from like 6 to 8, 7 to 8 hits. Let's get hit again. Let's see. Yeah, you can definitely take a lot more, except it looks like if you have the virus in your hands, it has the ability to potentially turn you if you're not careful. It's gonna teleport for sure. Interesting.
You are rat food now.
Doesn't have the same effect. Doesn't explode as much.
It'll do.
Alright, let's hit this button, finish this horde off, and then go check out the other side. See what kind of if tier 3 weapons we can find.
But the panel says zone pulse. System's locked for 2 minutes. Stand. They're coming in! Zeke must be tripping other sensors. We need to deactivate them.
Alright, let's see how this thumper works.
Give me a second. Shit.
That's pretty good.
My God, I'm good.
Scratch that. Let's go to... we'll see a lot of this gameplay come out with these new weapons as we just play the game and as you do solo runs, so I'm not going to try to force it. Let's just go to the New York one without any bots, and then I'm going to take off wheatgrass. And let's see how much damage I can take from one zombie. I'm going to kill everything around me except one zombie. And we're going to count how many hits I can take without wheatgrass and then with wheatgrass. So this will be without wheatgrass. Plus I'm big and fast, so personal trainer running through there.
Gotta be quiet here.
All pumped up on pre-workout. Alright, so let's find one zombie.
Dan, you hear me?
Hey, what's up? I don't see you guys
1, 2, 2, 3, 4,
I'm down.
5.
Not gonna make it.
Okay, so 5 was how much damage it took in the like before they this most recent patch. It took 5 hits with wheatgrass to go down, where before the patch came out, it took 3 hits to go down without wheatgrass. Now let's see how many hits it takes to get down with wheatgrass on. Now, if that's the case, that means doing these solo runs and these solo run videos, it's going to be a huge difference. That means you guys, when you put on wheatgrass, you'll be able to take so much more damage, and it's going to be so much easier than when I had run through it during the period of time where they increase the damage that the zombies do. It's going to make my future solo runs a lot easier, and I'm actually fathoming doing a solo gunslinger run. So let's change the class back to wheatgrass, and we'll do the same thing.
God damn it!
Okay, so let's find one zombie. I have wheatgrass on this time. We've already found out with this new March patch that wheatgrass, without wheatgrass, you could take 5 hits from one zombie. Let's see how many I can take from one zombie with wheatgrass on.
We're going for it. Trying the subway to Inwood. Over.
Yeah, really? I don't... maybe the grunts will wipe them out on the fronts. Guys?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Somebody help.
So probably about 7 or 8, 7 hits for sure.
Need meds. Need him now.
Which is a big difference. I mean, 7 hits doesn't seem like much more than 5, but you'd be surprised on how much more wheatgrass allows you to survive. So without wheatgrass, we have 5 hits. With wheatgrass, we have 7. Before the patch in March came out, we had without wheatgrass 3, and then with wheatgrass 5. So that's a big difference. I'm going to wrap up the video there. I'm going to cut and edit it just so it cuts out this down from 50 minutes to like more like maybe 15. It's definitely going to make solo runs a lot easier if you keep the wheatgrass perk on, since they've rebalanced the game. You can check out my solo playlist. I have all 14 maps done for the Hellraiser, all 14 maps done for the Fixer with mask and grenades, and I'm currently working on the Slasher. I'm on New York 4. I'll be finishing that today. All on Extreme, all with no glitches and no mutators. If you like the video, sub and whatnot, but I think this update's going to be making the game a lot more enjoyable for a lot of people. But I'll catch you guys later. See ya.